Alright, so the Turing test, it was proposed in 1950 by English mathematician Alan Turing, which is this motherfucker right here. It's a test designed to test if an artificial intelligence is indeed intelligent. Works like this. There's this tester guy and he gets to talk to two different entities and he can't see neither. Inside one of these hypothetical boxes, there is an artificial intelligence or a computer program, and inside the other box, there is an actual human being. If the tester guy is unable to tell which is which, the artificial intelligence will have passed and would indeed be intelligent. The real challenge, on the other hand, is to test if a robot is actually conscious or is just simulating a consciousness. The movie Ex Machina battles this problem by making the artificial intelligence Ava try to complete tasks that she's not aware that she's being presented with, by having to use her own personality and sexuality to accomplish these tasks or goals. But not even this completely proves that she's actually conscious, because she could still just be simulating this consciousness. That's the real challenge. Alright, so let's move on to machine learning. Machine learning is the concept that an artificial intelligence is able to learn through a trial by error, quite like a human being. So what we see here is a retarded kid, incapable of learning through trial by error, or a normal computer program, and it trips over this Lego block. Yeah, fuck it. What happens next is it trips over the Lego block again, and then again, and again, and again, and again. Google has actually combated this problem by creating an artificially intelligent program with 3 different models, and they actually taught themselves how to work. Look it up on YouTube, it's called DeepMind, and the crazy thing about DeepMind is that it was actually capable of teaching itself things without having to be explicitly programmed to do so, and that's a first. And not just a first, also a very important step towards the creation of true AI. And the reason why machine learning is so important to artificial intelligence is because the sheer amount of code that would have to be put into a 100% manually programmed artificial intelligence is just completely unrealistic. And even though Google may have created the DeepMind project, there is still quite some way to go before we develop something actually really sophisticated.
Alright, motherfuckers, 420 Gucci Gang, time for a little lesson on something I call the technological singularity. Technological singularity is the term for the hypothesis that the invention of an AI, or like an artificial intelligence, will trigger a runaway production of self-improvement cycles within the AI program. And far, far quicker than you could imagine, the artificial intelligence, like combined within this program, would far surpass all kinds of human intelligence combined. And an entity with that quality would be really unpredictable, and our entire existence in reality would be unpredictable. And you can say it's kind of like the apocalyptic Grey Goose scenario, like in a technological way. And the Grey Goose scenario is that in which we somehow create molecular, self-replicating nanorobots, and they kind of like, they're replicating. 1 becomes 2, and 2 becomes 4, and 4 becomes 8, and 8 becomes 16, and 16 becomes 32, and 32 becomes 64, and 64 becomes 128, and 128 becomes, they just grow exponentially, and far quicker than you could imagine. Our entire existence would be made up of these technological nanorobots. And you see, like in this illustration, like with dots, how they replicate regularly, and suddenly everything just goes black.
Only the truth is that this technological singularity hypothesis or situation is highly unlikely, because it would probably run out of nutrition or out of things to feed on, and just stop replicating before everything got that difficult. But the technological singularity thing is it's quite realistic. But before it does happen, though, we would have to invent like a hyper-intelligent AI, and it would have to be interested in improving itself. It would have to learn how to do so, and then it would have to spiral out of control. I mean, there was a long way before we invented an artificial intelligence of that quality. So it's not gonna happen anytime in the near future, man. Nope, don't be scared about that shit. 420 Gucci Gang representing.